Hello everybody, welcome back to Making It Up. I'm Isa. I am back in my space. I have my makeup collection back and I couldn't be happier. So to celebrate that today, I'm gonna be talking to you about a few products that I have been influenced to buy. As a beauty lover, over the years, I just have loved seeing the evolution of the beauty community online and what people have been recommending. I have tried a lot of products that people recommend, and there are like a select few beauty influencers or beauty creators that I trust with my life, and I've tried a lot of the products that they recommend, and today I just want to pay tribute to them by talking about these products and letting you guys know how amazing they are and kind of like, paying it forward. Grab your iced coffee, grab a snack, and let's get started, shall we? I have been a part of the beauty community online for years and years and years, so there's a lot of products that I have tried, but I want to keep this relevant. So let's focus on things that are a little bit newer. A few old school things might pop in here and there, but for the most part, it's gonna be more new products. The first one obviously had to be the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I have mine in the shade 4. We've all been influenced to try this, obviously, right? I'm not the only one. And there's not a specific person that talked about this and I was like, I need it. It was the collective people, internet, whatever you want to call this. When it came out, it was so hard to find. I could not find it anywhere. It was very frustrating, but when I finally got my hands on this, beautiful, perfect, amazing. It's just such a versatile product that gives you that glow from within. So it's not shimmery, it's not glittery. Like, things used to be so different back in the day. We were in love with the shimmer, with the glitter, with the bam. And this kind of introduced like a new wave of highlighting, something a little softer, more natural. And I think that's why it is a hit. It's expensive, but it's good. I have repurchased this. So thank you to the entirety of the beauty community online that convinced me to get this because I cannot live without it. Up next, I have one of my newer products in the collection, and it is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Serum Skin Tint. It hydrates, smooths, and corrects, and it is the perfect like everyday skin tint. Now, my friend Sierra Taylor on Instagram is the one who finally convinced me to get this. She is an icon. She has amazing content, and I talked about this in an anti-haul, and I was like, I'm not sure I need this. Like, I have a lot already, and she was like, I get you, but when you're ready to like get something new, let it be this because it's amazing. And she has flawless skin, so she convinced me to get it, and oh my god, it's so good. It has skincare properties in there, so it feels very nice on the skin, and it's also doing nice things for your skin. It is definitely a very natural product. It's not going to give you all that coverage, but it evens out the skin. Perfect for everyday wear. This is in shade 4 also, and it's just so perfect. Like, it's the perfect product that I gravitate toward for an everyday kind of skin tint, like all over, Up next, I have the iconic London Super Smoother Blurring Skin Tint. Mine's in the shade Warm Fair. Okay, I saw Julia Adams use this once in a video, and I was immediately sold. This is a blurring skin tint, so it is comparable to the Fenty one, the Fenty Ease Drops, which I love so much. This is more of like a hydrating version of that, if that makes sense. It's almost the same, but it does feel a little bit lighter and more hydrating, so if you have drier skin, this could be a great alternative. This is a magical product. Again, evens out, blurs the tiniest bit. I'm wearing it today, but yeah, it evens out your skin and gives you a supernatural look. But what I love about this product is that it gets better with wear. So the more you wear it, the better it looks, meaning throughout the day. So you apply it in the morning and it looks nice, it looks beautiful, it looks like a second skin. And then as it wears throughout the day, your skin just keeps looking better and better and better. I've never had another product that does what this one does. I will never let go of this product. I don't feel like it is talked about enough. Get it if you haven't. I've already talked about this. I've already featured it a lot. You know if you've been here. But it's so underrated. I'm gonna talk about it forever. Up next, I have another newer product. It is the Haus Labs Triclone Concealer, I believe, in the shade Light Neutral. I was influenced to get this by Rudy Berry. I love Rudy Berry. And when all like the concealer wave came out, you know what I'm talking about? Every single brand came out with concealers that were like blurring, self-setting, like everyone came out with them. It was really hard to choose which one I wanted to get because obviously a lot of them sounded amazing. And ultimately she was the one that convinced me to get this because she did a full breakdown and she couldn't stop talking about this and featuring it. So I was like, I think this one's gonna be amazing. And to me, it is. It's fucking phenomenal. It's a little bit heavy heavier consistency. Like the formula is a little heavier, more creamy. It's not super liquidy and light, but it just works. It doesn't look heavy under the eyes, and it gives you a flawless look. It's like medium coverage. I think you could build it up, but I love it as a medium coverage. It's also perfect concealer for all over your face. Everything about this concealer I love. It has Arnica and other skincare properties that are also good for your skin, so bonus points on that one. But I love a lot of the things Rudy Berry talks about, and this might be one of my favorites because even though I've only had it for about a month or less, it's popping. It's amazing. I cannot stop using it. I've been using it every day I do my makeup, so. And the next product will come as no surprise, Kosas Cloud Set Powder in the shade Breezy. You guys know. You guys know. Okay, this is one of the only powders I haven't used it up, but I will use up and I will repurchase. And this was recommended to me by the queen herself, Jamie Page. I love Jamie Page. Even though we don't have the same skin type, I feel like we share the same makeup style, and a lot of the things that she recommends work for me, this powder being one of them. It's the only powder I use. It is perfect because it is not a heavy powder, so you can set with this and it'll set your makeup, but it will not make you look flat. It still keeps your skin looking dimensional, and it does blur a little bit. So I feel like it complements what I'm trying to do with my makeup, what my other products do as well, and it just is not cakey ever. I don't know what I would do without it. Let's move on to some cheek products. I need to talk about this, the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. Again, it's one of those products that it wasn't recommended by one specific person. It was recommended by the internet as a whole, and it has been around for so long. This is one of the only old school products I'm gonna be talking about because it slaps. It's one of my favorite, like, it smells so good, but it's one of my favorite bronzers ever because it is so buttery, no pun intended. It blends so nicely. It adds a dimension to your skin, but it's not too much. It's like a perfect all-around bronzer. It's everything I could ever want in a bronzer. It does have a little bit of, I'm not sure if it's like shimmer, but it does have a little bit of a gleam. So if you don't like that, maybe you won't love this. But you guys, I know we've all tried this because it's so classic and amazing and just everything. It's been around for so long. I have gone through an entire pan of this, and this is my second one, and I'm just now, like, I've always loved it, but right now I brought it out. I'm playing with it again. This is an older recommendation, but it's still worth mentioning because it's so good. They have a lot more shades now than they used to, so I think that's amazing. It is not the most affordable bronzer that you can find at the drugstore, but it is worth it 100%. It's so good, and it smells like the beach. Up next, we have more Danessa Myricks products, and it is the Yummy Skin blushes, I think. I don't know the name of these. This is a Yummy Skin blushes. I'm gonna call them that. And I have two shades right here. I have one in Rosé and Brunch, which I used to call Rose and Bunch because I'm a little bit dyslexic apparently, and it's this beautiful like rose color. And then I have the shade Jubilee, which is more of a terracotta orangey, like exactly the kind of shade that I love. And these are fucking great. They're the same formula as like the blurring balm, you know, their famous blurring balm that everyone talks about online, which I also have in like. These are the same but in blush form, and they're so good. Very amazing formula. It is like powdery and balmy. I don't know how else to explain it. It's like a powder and a balm, and it looks so diffused and beautiful on the skin. It's so easy to use and build up, and I got this because, yeah, everyone was talking about them. Like when they came out, I was like, I need them because I knew Danessa Myricks is a genius, but what finally sold me was Jamie Page using them in a video. Are we surprised? No, we're not. If she likes them, I'm for sure gonna love them, and I do. I love them so much. I love these colors. They have super vibrant colors, and I love that this formula is perfect for all skin tones because even though it is like blurry and balmy and you can diffuse it, the pigment that it has, it's there. Like it packs a punch. Like you can definitely sheer it out. So if you have super light skin and you want something that's a little softer, you can totally go in and sheer that out. But if you have deeper skin tones, you can also use these and they will show up on your skin, and there are so many colors that will look so fucking good on you. So I feel like everyone can use these blushes. They are worth the splurge, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. And then I have another recommendation from Rudy Berry because duh. It is the Nars Afterglow Liquid Blushes, and this is a set. She's talked about this formula for a while since it came out, and I just hadn't wanted to like bite the bullet because I have a lot of blushes already. But when this set came out, it's a holiday set with 3 shades. They're obviously mini sizes. She also talked about it, and I was very intrigued. It comes with the shade Orgasm. We have the shade Dolce Vita, which is the one that she talks about all the time. Time, and then Orgasm Rush, which is a limited edition shade. These 3 shades are beautiful. Like 2 of them have shimmers. I thought I wasn't gonna like the shimmers, but I do. It just adds a little bit extra dimension. It's not super shimmery or glittery, so it is very, very natural. Like this is a natural product that is not gonna show up a lot. So again, if you have lighter skin, I feel like that's gonna be perfect. And maybe if you have deeper skin, some of the deeper, like more punchy shades will look gorgeous on you. Maybe they will look super faint. So this is something that is made to be very, very sheer, in my opinion, at least from what I've tried. You can build it up to be a little bit like more color. I have it on today and I definitely was able to build it up, but it's not something that's gonna be super punchy. So if you like that super sheer everyday look, these are amazing, and I really love this set because I got to try 3 colors. Minis are just make more sense for me, but you can definitely get like 1 shade that's your favorite. I'm gonna throw it back with another product. This is the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. This has been around for years and years and years and years, and it is like the OG, like fluffy, feathery brow product. Benefit products are amazing, especially their brow products, and I bought this because of Jamie Genevieve. I haven't watched her videos in a while, but I know that when I did, like a few years back, this was everything to her, and she would use it on her brows all the time, and they would look so good. So I was like, okay, you know what? I have thick, unruly brows. I really need something to set them, and this is the perfect product to do that. I've had it for years and years and years, and it's still one of my favorites because it is a clear brow gel. It definitely makes your brows feel crunchy. Like it is a crunchy brow gel. It's not gonna be like super natural, but my brows are very thick and stubborn, so they need that. And what I love about this is that it really like fluffs them up, and wherever you place them, they're staying there. So it's not gonna be moving around, like the brows aren't gonna be falling at all. What I love the most about it is that even though it is a clear product and I have really, really dark brows, this doesn't give me like the white cast or the little white balls that a lot of new products do, because a lot of new products are amazing, but it looks like I have dandruff on my eyebrows. So this does not do that. It has never done that to me. It's never done me dirty. It's a classic for a reason. It's perfect. And yeah, thank you to Jamie. You're a real one, because this has been with me through thick and thin, and I just dropped it because I love it so much. Okay, the other brow gel that I have to talk about is the Rare Beauty Flexible Lifting Gel. I got this because Rudy Berry will not stop raving about this, and her brows have transformed since she started using this, and I was like, I need that to happen to my brows. So I got this. It was sold out for the longest of time, and I was able to get it finally at Sephora, and I am very, very impressed with this. It is like a laminating brow gel, but it works on thick eyebrows, and it doesn't give me the white cast that I was talking about. It is not as crunchy or as intense as the Benefit one, which I love, because for every day I don't need that, but it does give my brows that lift, and it looks gorgeous, and it does hold pretty well. Like even though it's not as crunchy, it does have a good amount of hold, and my brows definitely look feathery and fluffy, which I know a lot of you like. If you have super thin brows and you love that laminated look, this is gonna give it to you like this. If you have thicker brows and you do like the fluffy brow look as well, I think this is a great option. Even though I've only had this for a while, I knew Rudy Berry wouldn't do me dirty. Like her brows look amazing for a reason, and it was because of this, and I'm so, so, so happy that I have it because I'm loving it. Next product is the About Face Matte Fluid Eye Paint. Rudy Berry strikes again with her product recommendations. I had seen these online for a little while, and I was like, ugh. Like I was very intrigued by the product. I feel like I've talked about how it looked very interesting to me, but I never bit the bullet until Rudy Berry raved about this, and I was like, okay, I definitely need to try it out. This year I definitely took a step back from eyeshadow, and I was doing a lot more like one shadow looks and stuff, and this specific color, but like this formula in general, mwah. This is the color Smell Before Rain, and this is a matte. They also have the shimmery ones. I like those as well, but the matte are better, and it's just so fucking good. You do not need a primer with these, and they're so easy to blend. This is a cream, not a liquid, it's a cream, but it has like, it comes with like the doe foot. You apply it and you blend it out with your fingers with a brush, and it's so, so easy. Like you guys have no idea, I can literally apply this to my crease, blend it with my finger, and it looks diffused. They also have a wide variety of colors, like insane. They have the neutrals, and then they have the super colorful ones, which I also own a few of, and they're perfect because they're not super intimidating, they're easy to work with, and you can build them up. Just the perfect cream eyeshadow in my opinion, because I don't even need to like put my finger in a pot. I don't like doing that. I'd much rather do this, and it's so cute. I also love the packaging. Everything about this I love. So I cannot do one of these videos and not talk about products that Katie Jane Hughes has influenced me to buy, because she's an icon. She is a legend. and she is the moment. One of them is the Bodyography Glitter Pigment. I'm wearing it today. I have the one in the shade Stellar. There are so many colors of this and I want them all, and I've seen them on Katie Jane Hughes and she looks like she makes everything look so gorgeous and easy, and it truly is when you use these. Like, I want all the shades. I know I don't need them, but this is more of like it's a pigmented shade and it is very, very glittery and like boom. It's not offensive glitter, it's more like grown-up glitter, but it is intense. So I would love to get one that has less pigment and it's more just shimmer. I feel like that would be gorgeous, but I always see Katie Jane Hughes using these and I've seen her use these for years. I've had this for years and it's still one of the best glitters I've ever tried. As I said, I want more. I don't need more realistically, but I just want more. If you need a crazy glitter that's still a respectable glitter, Bodyography, baby. It's the best. Moving on to a palette that I was heavily influenced by the beauty community as a whole, Natasha Denona Biba palette. I feel like Natasha Denona shadows in general, because they had their moment. I feel like this was a little before Pat McGrath eyeshadows or palettes came out and everyone was raving about the Natasha Denona eyeshadows, and they are definitely rave-worthy. I got this palette in Europe when it first came out, and I got it at a discounted price because I got it in Europe. It's one of my biggest life achievements that I never shut up about, but this is a beautiful, beautiful palette. It has a few different formulas in here. It has a powder, it has more like creamy shadows, so there's a little bit of variety. I love how you have warm tones and cool tones and mattes and shimmery shades. You have everything, and it's such a versatile palette. You can also pop these off and put them in like a Z palette if you only need a few. Honestly, there's a lot of talk about Natasha Denona palettes. She keeps coming out with a lot of them. I really like this one because it's very versatile, but I do think that the shadows are a great quality and very easy to blend and work with, so they're definitely worth the money. You can also get like these smaller ones. Like, you definitely don't need this huge thing, but I don't regret it. I don't regret it because I like this. I still bring it out from time to time, and I always love how the shadows perform. Like, the quality is there. We obviously have to talk about the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes palette again. When I first saw this palette come out, I was like, this looks nice, but I don't feel like I need it. Wrong. I was so wrong. And again, it was the one and only Jamie Page who convinced me to get this, and I will forever be grateful. This is the greatest palette of all time, I feel like. I have so many palettes, and I think these are some of my favorite eyeshadows ever. Along with Pat McGrath, I feel like these two formulas are mwah, the best. You guys know the glitters are my favorite part of this. I've done a whole video on why I think this is worth it, and thank God they just brought it back, because it used to be limited edition and they brought it back. It's a little bit more expensive now, unfortunately, but I would pay the price over and over again. The mattes are so easy. They do kick back a little bit, but that's because they're just so soft. So they're so easy to blend. The glitters are very, like, there's not a lot of pigment. It's mainly just glitter, so they look so gorgeous. I need them to come in like singles. It's perfect. I love it. It's also small, so you can travel with it. I reach for it almost every time I'm doing my makeup, so it's really good. Now let's talk about a product that I was influenced to buy from TikTok. I'm not someone who is easily influenced on TikTok because I feel like everyone talks about everything and everything just cycles so quickly. But when TikTok was talking about the Essence I Love Extreme Crazy Volume Mascara, I was intrigued, okay? And this is a mascara that's, I think, less than $5. I was very intrigued by it, so I decided to bite the bullet. If you've been here for a while, you know I got this one instead of this one. It's basically the same thing. This is just not as extreme as this one. And I fucking love these mascaras. Oh my god. I think I prefer this one a little bit more because the bristles are more, they're less intimidating. This is literally the size of my eye. It's a little bigger, so it is still intimidating, but something like these are a little more spiky, so I like this one a little bit more. It just, it adds all the volume I could ever want. Makes my lashes look like falsies. I think this one does a better job at adding the volume for my specific lashes than this one. This one I feel like separates them a little bit more, and you can build it up. Like, you can go natural, more natural, or you can build it up to be a little bit more intense. I love the combination of these two as well. Like, they work very well together. My favorite part about them is that they're so inexpensive. I can just purchase them again and again and again and again. You guys know if you've been here for a while that I love the Tom Ford Badass Mascara. I feel like these are dupes. Specifically, this one is a really good dupe. Thank you, TikTok, is all I'm gonna say. Next, let's talk about the Tower 28 Make Waves Mascara. I am 99% sure that Katie Jane Hughes is responsible for like half the sales of this mascara. So she's obviously the one who influenced me because she uses this so much on herself and it makes her lashes look so good. So when it was time to buy this, I was like, why the hell not? This is a clean product that is not irritating on the eyes. So if you have trouble with that, this is like one of the only mascaras that I think are clean and also worth it. First of all, the brush is so good. Mine has unfortunately gone bad and it's also like almost run out because this is a clean mascara. But look at the brush. It's curved, it's so good. There's nothing quite like this. It's so easy to use and it just separates your lashes, but it also gives you that volume. It's nothing super intense and crazy, but you can build it up like a respectable amount. So you can go super light or you can go a little crazier and it does give you that curl and volume. Sorry. They just came out with a brown shade, which I'm dying to try because I do love a brown mascara. I loved this so much. Unfortunately, as I said, it does go bad quicker because it is more of like a clean formula, so you have to be aware of that, but there was a point where I was using this every day, so I feel like I did use it up almost completely. So if you haven't tried it, I think you need to. Like, it's worth the splurge. That's all I'm gonna say. Up next, I have the Make It Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade Endless Cacao, and I feel like this was a mutual, like, influencing because I saw Katie Jane Hughes talk about this all the time and feature this exact shade to do her lips and liner and her freckles and everything. And then I also saw Jamie Page talk about this and other shades, but I bit the bullet with this one because I felt like it was the most versatile one, and it's unreal. It's my favorite lip liner of all time. It gives me that contoured lip, and I love that I can also use it on my eyes and everywhere. I mainly just use it for my lips though. It is the perfect, it is a little bit intense, especially because I have lighter skin, so it does look a lot more like grayer. So I use it when I want to go like boo boo boom, or I'm doing something red or something that's a little bit darker. I also use it with nudes, but you know, it's so good. It's so good. There's nothing else to it. It's just so good, and there are a lot of other shades that you can use. I feel like it's a little bit of a splurge. You know, I usually like keeping it to more drugstore for my lip liners, but I don't regret this one at all. It's been years and I still use it all the time, so. The Maybelline Lifter Gloss Lip Liner. I got this because the entire internet was talking about this because it is a dupe apparently for the Fenty beauty glosses, like the Blush Balm or the Gloss Balm. The Gloss Balm. They came out with a shade that was exactly the same. This is not a shimmery one. This is more of a creamy one, but the wand is huge just like that one, and like a few years ago, it was all the rave, okay? Online, everyone was talking about it. This is amazing. It's so good. I'm so glad I got it. As I said, I also have a shimmery shade, which I also love. They're super hydrating. Some of the best glosses I've ever tried. Best of the best at the drugstore, in my opinion. And I love that they still bring these back. They come out with new shades all the time. Just warms my heart, okay? These are fucking phenomenal glosses, and I also love how they smell. Like, they smell so good. And I love how you can use these on their own over other products as well. It's just I feel like they hit the nail on the head with this one. Is that the correct way to use the expression? And the last product I'm going to be talking about today is the Rare Beauty Tinted Lip Oil. I have the shade Honesty. This came out a few months ago, like at the beginning of the year, and it was a little bit of like a controversial product in the sense that this is labeled as a lip oil, but it is more of like a lip stain, like a Korean lip stain. If you think about that, that's exactly the formula of this. And it's also a little bit cooling. So honestly, I love it so much. And I don't care what the name of it is and what it actually does. I don't care. All I care about is that it's amazing. It's so nice on the lips. When I first got this, I could not stop using it. And you want to know why I bought it? Jamie Page, baby. Jamie Page swatched this and I was a goner. I don't regret it at all because it is so nice. It's such an easy product. It's such a comfortable product as well. And I love that once it wears out, I still have a little bit of color on my lips. It's just one of my favorites, honestly. It's like a Korean lip stain, but I like it a little bit more than the Korean lip stains that I've tried. And I love the shade so much because it can look a little bit more intense, but once it fades, it just looks like my perfect, like, rosy nude. So thank you, Jamie, for another great recommendation. Okay, I feel like I've been talking for 25 years and I need to stop. Do I have more products that I've been influenced to buy? Yes, I do. But we're gonna leave it there because this is already long enough. Let me know if you want a part 2. I can definitely do that. But I'm just so thankful to these beauty creators for educating me and helping me find amazing products. Like, they're part of why I love the beauty community so much, and they just like keep me going. They inspire me a lot. So I'm so thankful to them, and I hope I can be that for you, or maybe someday I can be that for you, because I know how special those people are for me and my beauty journey. So I hope one day I can do the same for you. That would literally make my life. So I'm so thankful to them and to you because you watch my videos and you encourage me to keep going, and just I feel like the most amazing person on earth when this happens. So thank you so much for watching. I love you. If you'd like to see more videos like this, subscribe down below. I post videos every Sunday and I'd love to have you back. Again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I will see you right here for my next video. Bye! Mwah!